Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm Stafford Edwards. Actually, I'm going to have to start over because someone just came in again. So get that person there. All right, let's try this again. Welcome everyone. I'm Stafford Edwards. My wife Michelle would be here, but she had a late meeting and couldn't make this one as well. And in this section of our meeting, I'm just going to continue. In this section of our meeting, we are going to hear from maybe hopefully one or two people who have a testimony to share about using the X39. And we initially are going to start off with Ehab with it. I met Ehab, I think the last week for the first time. He's also here in Canada, I believe.
Yeah.
And we have Canadians and we have Australians, and I'm not sure if we have any Americans tonight, but if you do, just wave at us. So our neighbors to the south. And so for that, I've turned it over to Ehab so he can share what he's experienced so far, what he's seen, what he's found out, and whatever else he likes to share about it. Go ahead, Ehab.
Hi everyone. Yeah, actually the story started in my office. I practice osteopathy and naturopathy in Montreal, Canada, and I have never heard about this technology before. So during my break, I went to the front desk just to refresh myself. And I found brochure from Vanessa. I didn't know her before, but the front desk told me that one lady, she left that brochure and she's talking with the other clinic in the front of us. And I was curious, what is this technology? And even the practitioner, they are using it. So I wait for Vanessa to finish her conversation with the other clinic. So I asked her to come to my office so we can share the technology. And so she started to talk about it with me, and she was talking from her heart. Something she believed about it. It's not something to sell it. So that's what I like it. It's something serious, something she believed it. So after a few days, I decided to try this technology, and I signed for wholesale, and I started to use it since 1 week now, and I feel something good actually. I'm waiting for 90 days to see a full result, but during 1 week, I started to feel um, more stability, more balance in my nervous system, more concentration. I go back home not tired. I'm not feeling something off, or no, I can continue my day. So this is the first week, and actually I used the patch in my back of my neck, and I changed it a few days to the under the belly button, and the feeling was different actually. So since I put it under my belly button, I start to feel more breathing, more I don't know, but something relief between the trigger, the acupressure point under the belly button and up. So I felt something like fluid. So that was amazing for me. Something like when you breathe, like, so during my relief, that's something relief actually. So I'm so excited to continue to feel all the result. And actually, my patients at my clinic, I shared some of them, and they are actually excited and interesting to see the result. And some people, they will sign soon. So yeah, so something amazing. The technology attracted me because no other technology actually doing the same, and all of us, we need something to regenerate our stem cells. So that kind of invention is incredible. So that's it. So I thank Vanessa and Andrew actually because uh, uh, without them, I will not know about this technology. So I would like to share something.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, if I'm okay. So at the same day, before I meet Vanessa, one of my clients, she's a doctor, and while I'm treating her, she was putting something under her neck. I told her, what is this? And she said, this is stem cells activator. And she came to me several times actually. And she have never opened that topic with me. Never. I don't know. So the same day she came to me and the same, I treated her and that's it and done. So Vanessa came after this client and she shared me what is going on in this technology. So uh, so I'm wondering why this lady she didn't open something with me. So it's if she opened that topic before Vanessa, I would know. Yeah, I would know about this technology. So something to learn about it. We have to share it, even if I'm in the clinic or everywhere. So once we open the topic with anyone and share that experience or technology, so we never know. So that's it.
Oh no, that's you make a very valid point in that you're one professional treating another professional in the medical sphere. So you both would have credibility, basically street cred, to say what you're doing or why you're doing something. Now, I'm assuming your patient was a medical doctor or okay,
Yeah,
so
medical.
there you have two aspects of the medical field, two different professionals in the medical field. And if a medical doctor is already using this on herself, I would think you have every right as a medical person treating her to ask, okay, why are you doing this? Or how did you come about to do this? And how have you found it? So if you ever have the opportunity to treat her again, by all means, see me open up that conversation and see, because one thing that a lot of people, and I'm going to include myself in this, and I know my father was the same way. I guess I get it from him. It's like, okay, the proof has got to be in the pudding. Show me the money. Where is all this coming from? Is this all this hocus pocus stuff? Now, if the medical institutes and the medical experts and the professionals are looking at this and seeing the benefits of how it operates, that they're actually using it themselves. And in fact, I'll have to give them credit because before I was going to promote this myself to anyone else, Michelle and I, my wife and I said, no, I got to see I have to see how it works in me because I cannot say to anyone else, oh, you got to try this if I don't have any frame of reference as to what it does. It does different things in different people because it treats people where they need to be treated. My treatment may be different from yours. But when it comes to the medical establishment, and I know sometimes they can be very entrenched in the status quo of how things have always been, but if they're actually looking at the plain facts of what this thing actually does and testing it for themselves, that can more than you know, elevate the information flow for people to learn from. Most people will trust their medical doctors or other medical practitioners. And if they can validate, verify, and affirm the actual veracity, I'm using a lot of V's, the actual authenticity of this patch, then that will go far for them. Like you said, you have a few of your patients that are actually starting to use this. And if we start seeing people like doctors and so forth doing this, that can only lend more credence and credibility to what this thing is about. it's good to always be cautious. It's good to always question. It's good to say, well, okay, fine. I've never heard of this before. You have to show me why this is valid and this is a verifiable form of health treatment. And it's more than done that. Some people have it within a day or a week. Some people, they tell you that you have to do this for like 3 months at the minimum to see any kind of measurable progression, 90 days. Some people take a bit longer and it won't affect people the same way. So your testimony to that end is fantastic. It's really good. Did you tell Vanessa about this? She knows about this doctor and what happened?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
For no, for the doctor, yeah, for the doctor, no, no,
Oh,
I didn't
she's
her.
gonna listen to this. She's gonna want to hear this. So that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to share that with her. Yeah, of course.
Oh no, that's great. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have something they'd like to share about it or a testimony or anything else about its use or heard? Okay, go ahead, Carol, if you want to go.
Okay. Well, it was Michelle, your lovely wife, that introduced me to the patch. Um, well, we're very good friends, and so um, she knows about my chronic back and neck pain. Well, she knew about it,
Oh, he's sitting
and
right
then
beside you. I understand. Yes. Hey, Guy, I'm just joking.
anyways, yeah. So she introduced me to it, and then she just gave me a couple of patches, and we were having lunch, and then I said, "Oh, okay, well, yeah, sure." And she was like, I knew it was direct selling, and I was very familiar with that concept of doing business. I mean, we were part of a few companies ourselves. So, but I didn't try it right away. And then I got to a point where I said, you know what, I'm done with this pain because it was just chronic neck and back pain all the time. And it was making me miserable, as my husband would attest to. And so um, I tried it. It worked. First thing I felt was the brain fog lifting, and I was in less and less pain as each day went by. And I thought, oh, okay, this is working. This is good. And I had also did I had I had an injury doing a cartwheel with my granddaughter a few years ago, and it was so well, anyways, it was very painful, but it was so loud, because we were doing a campfire and this was at night, and I was doing cartwheels with my granddaughter, and it was so loud when it happened that Guy even heard it. Like, he was a few feet away from me at the fire, and we were out in the open. Anyways, all that to say, yeah, I did a lot of I really hurt myself, and then I never bothered getting it checked, but that is gone now.
Awesome.
It's gone. So that to me was major. And on my skin, of course. And I just got shingles maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. No, about, well, maybe a month ago, month ago now. And it only lasted a week. And they told me that no, this is going to take you at least 2 to 6 weeks to totally get rid of all the symptoms and everything. So, anyways, I don't know if that was patch related, but I think definitely it had something to do with the patch.
Right.
Guy also has a good testimony. If you want to share
Okay,
what you
go
share.
ahead.
So in my case, is it the patch? I maybe it is, maybe it's not, but the timing is quite interesting. I've had a what they call a sports hernia from playing sports, and I've had it pre-COVID. So basically, sore every day, both sides, and no swelling, nothing, just pain, and still able to do pretty much everything, but with pain. And so I tried the X39 and the Eon, and within 3 days, it was gone after 4 years. And yeah, I mean,
It was the patch.
It's
It definitely was.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean,
It was the patch.
probably is, but
I'm just glad it's
so,
worked for you. That's good.
Yeah,
yeah,
it did.
yeah. And the other thing is, I did get the doctor to take some sort of I don't know what you call it, but I had a bump on my skin, and she froze it, twice over the last 2, 3 years, and it would always grow back. And so she cut it out. They checked; it's not malignant. And then, but it was starting to grow again. And then when I started the patch, it stopped growing, and it's almost all gone. So
That's
that's
good.
weird. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good weird.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
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 definitely.
yeah.
Oh no, that's great. That is great. Oh no, thank you for that. Thank you very much. Um, I've heard a lot of things here in Canada. I've heard stuff from the States. I've certainly heard a lot from Australia because Australia is like literally on fire with this thing. And sometimes even as you're in the middle of it, you sometimes think, is this really happening? But when it happens to you, no one can take away your testimony. It's you. You're telling people what it's done for you. They can't come back at you and say, well, that's not true. It says, you believe what you want. This is what happened to me. And I think more so than anything else, it's wanting people to become healthy. So whether you have a live launch or whether you share a pamphlet in a mall or a store or a coffee shop or just a stranger at the checkout line, it's not so much to tell people you have an agenda. If there is an agenda, it is for their welfare and their well-being. The focus, something that I know Vanessa and Andrew are very passionate and adamant about, it's something my wife and I are about, is that we want to make sure you have the best option and the best opportunity to have better health. Yes, it's a two-pronged approach, you could say. People, for those who want to make this a business, great stuff. You can do very well with this. But our primary focus, speaking for ourselves, is that we want to make sure that your opportunity to become healthy, your opportunity to have a better lifestyle because of increased or better health is our primary focus and motivation. And I know in this day and age and in our respective cultures, it's probably hard for people to accept that at face value. There's always like, okay, what's in it for you kind of thing. Well, if there's anything in it for me, it's because, well, I'm getting better. You got stuff happen to you, Guy. Things are happening. Ehab just mentioned the same thing himself. All those who have shared what it's done for them, as I said, no one can take away your testimony. No one can take that away from you. At the end of the day, you know what has progressed for you and what has worked well for you. And I would hope it's human nature that you would like to share that with others and get it out to others so that they can have the same benefit and result for whatever case is theirs. But yes, it is something that it is amazing. And I've not heard everything yet, but I know they just came back from some convention in their headquarters, I think. I don't know if it's Texas or Dallas or wherever it was. There are new things yet coming out that we haven't heard of yet. And remember, this is 20 years old, this company, and this was used initially for the military in the States, and he then patented it for, I guess, civilian use. There's more yet to come, and this is just one patch. This is just the X39. And that's why we always focus on telling people about the X39. I know you mentioned the Aeon there, Guy. That's like our supplementary patches that work in concert with this, but that X39 is what's doing the heavy lifting for just about everything that people have given a testimony about. So that's really good. So that's really good. So I don't know if there's anyone else with testimonies, but for those who have already shared, thank you so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. It gives me encouragement too. So you have something else you have? Go ahead.
Yeah, just confirming that it's not something like placebo or something like this. Maybe someone think that I feel energy or concentration more or nervous system or something. I feel it's something mental, but I remember something during that one week. I have been operated with the inguinal hernia 2019, and once a while I feel something in my lower abdomen, like the scar tissue is stretching or something, causing some discomfort. So since I used it from day one, that pain went down, and during the 1 week I don't feel it anymore. So it's not something mentally I feel it or feel relaxed, or no, it's something actually working, especially for pain. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, that's excellent.
And also we have our friends, they are attending now, Jerome and Elisa. So they are interesting today to hear all of this testimonial. And yeah, so do you have any question,
Yeah.
Jerome?
If there are any questions, by all means.
Oh, on my end, I'm just going to listen. I'm muted.
Yeah.
You're still muted, I think. Let's see if we can help you here. On to Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Me and technology.
Yeah. She's the master of technology. No, we don't have any questions.
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't have any questions, but we're very interested in this type of technology because as we are aging, we do have some symptoms and signs of stuff that are not going well. And if it's true what we hear, then I don't want to be the guy that misses out on it. So I just want to make sure that I test it out. We know about multi-level marketing programs and how you could do well with those. But the main interest is to see if the health is good first,
Right.
and if I get an impact. And then, yes, we will be signing other people onto the program. But I'm very curious to see if something like that really does work. So I'm always the guy that tries stuff out. So
That's good. I
like
relate.
that.
I can relate to that. Yeah, curiosity is a good thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So it may kill cats, but it's a good thing. I like that stuff.
I'm okay. I'm not a cat. So.
I'm a dog person too. So yes, so that's good. No, it's good to be curious and to ask questions. Don't ever stop asking questions. And if you have something that you're unsure of or you're not, too certain about, please, by all means. If there's anyone, if you have a question about something that someone's reluctant to share with or to be upfront about, then I would be cautious. But if you should not be afraid of questions, especially when it comes to your health. That's something that's definitely important. So
I'm not afraid of questions. Don't worry.
that's good. That's good. Okay, folks, I think we're almost out of time. I want to thank everyone for coming on and giving us a portion of your Monday evening. And in the case of our Aussie friends, they're Tuesday morning. And yeah, I will upload this actually, let me just cut this right now so this stops recording.